Hello everyone and welcome back to the weekly Forex analysis. Let's get going and start off with the DXY. And for DXY, last week we were expecting the price to finish this consolidation and hit this zone here. And as you can see, the price is still ranging as we speak. So what I'm expecting here for DXY is to finish this consolidation at the beginning of the week, hit the second level, and then we'll update you later on because there's two possibilities here. Either this will start to drop or it will go on and break it and continue the uptrend. Okay, so we have to be careful. First important step was when we broke this area here and the price consolidated afterwards, and then it made another move up and created this higher high here, and now the price is consolidating for another move towards the upside. So personally I'm expecting this level to be hit, also be broken, but we have to take into consideration that we might get a bearish reaction at this level. So we have to take it step by step. If you get here a buy setup, pay close attention to this zone, and if you see that the price is starting to lose momentum or it doesn't want to increase, it's better to take off your trade or to move your stops into break even. Okay, so pay close attention to this trade. For EURUSD, last week we were expecting the price to drop after this consolidation. So the way things are looking right now, still the bearish scenario is in play, at least short term. So we're expecting here the price to drop one more time and test these levels here, or to increase a bit, hit the trend line, or maybe go a bit higher and then drop again to retest these levels. So considering the fact that the DXY is bullish, I'm expecting a drop on EURUSD, and that means that we have these two scenarios in play, and I'm expecting this level here to be reached as a target. So we have to pay close attention. No need for us to be looking for buy setups at the moment because it's pretty early, and also for me to be a bit confident, I would like to see a sharp breakout from this zone followed by a consolidation to gain more confidence in a bullish wave that will take out the previous stop here. Okay, so let's see what happens next week. Like I was saying, wait for these two scenarios to play out, and if you want to trade it, look at this one as a target. But a better one to look at is the pound USD, which you saw on the thumbnail. There's a nice sell setup for me here. It's almost a 5-to-1, and like I was saying last week, I was expecting here the price to continue to consolidate and then to give us a drop. As you can see on my screen, we have here two equal lows that I'm expecting to be taken out by the price. So also this is a good indication from the price that is starting to curve a bit, and when this happens it will tend to go and retest these levels. So here we had a nice setup, and now we expect the price to hit this target here, and then we'll update you. We can also drop a bit lower. We can also hit this these zones here, because here there's liquidity sitting, so we have to pay close attention to this area as well. This is our target, so I'm expecting a drop on pound USD in the coming weeks, so keep an eye out on this one because it could be a nice trade. Also, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, and if you have any other requests for any other instruments that you'd like us to analyze, feel free to jump in the comment section below, and we'll take a look at your pairs in the coming video, or we could also do an individual analysis in the coming week. Okay, so now let's move on to dollar yen. For dollar yen, last week we were expecting the price to drop and hit these levels here, and as you can see, the price pulled back towards this area. I'm not that sure that this is over yet, but by the looks of it, I think this will slowly continue to climb up. But there's also a possibility that the price could drop one more time, retest these zones here, because there's plenty of liquidity sitting here before we move back up. So two scenarios in play. This one, another drop followed by a wave up that will take out this top, or the price could start moving in a messy manner from here, which means that we won't have any setup to trade. Okay, so keep an eye out on UJ. For Australian dollar versus the US dollar, we were expecting in the previous analysis to form this correction and then drop one more time, and the scenario remains the same. And like I was saying, wait here for this pullback to finish, one more drop on the cards, and then we'll update you later on. New Zealand USD is a newcomer for us, and here we have a local downtrend developing. We had this drop, then this pullback, this was the low, and now this one here is the lower low. And if you take a look at the price action here, this one is moving messy. This is a good indication that this is a correction. Also, there's no divergence on the MACD between these two legs, so I'm expecting here another drop to take out this previous low, create a new lower low, head towards this level, and then we'll update you later on. There's also a possibility that this one might develop into something messy, hit the trend line and then drop again, but regardless, the direction is towards the downside, towards this area here. For dollar CAD, if you remember, we were expecting this consolidation to happen at some point. We did an analysis 10 days ago for this one, and we were saying that if the price reaches this zone here, there's a good chance that it will correct towards the previous core zone. And as you can see, the price hit these levels here, corrected, gathered the liquidity, then push back up, and by the looks of it, it looks like it will drop one more time, going a bit deeper. But overall, I'm expecting this one here, if it gives us a bullish reaction, to continue to push back up. Dollar versus the Swiss franc. This one here looks good for a buy setup, but first we should wait for this consolidation to finish. We have this strong wave up that broke the trend line, and now the price is consolidating here, so I'm expecting here one more drop, maybe reach this level here, maybe not that deep but a bit higher, with the price going towards this liquidity level, which also coincides with the previous correction. So it's a similar pattern that I was talking about on USDCAD. So expect here one more drop before pushing back up. For pound yen, we did a midweek analysis a few days ago, and we were expecting the price here to make a consolidation and push the price down to one of these three areas. This is the first one. We have a fair value gap here, then we have a liquidity level here, and also another liquidity level sitting at the bottom of the third zone. So you have to pay close attention to these levels because the price might go and test them. I'm expecting at least one of these three to be tested. I'm not sure that this will be the one, the first one. I will want to see something a bit deeper coming towards this level, and if that happens, then if we get a bullish reaction followed by a consolidation, then this is our trade towards the upside. Until then, we have to wait and see how the price develops. There's a possibility that the price could drop from here and go back up. So you have to be careful that on every zone that we hit, if we get a bullish reaction, you should take the trade towards the upside, because here is just the start of the uptrend, and any setup towards the upside is a must at this moment in time. And also don't risk big, because let's say, for example, if you get triggered here and the price decides to go back down and test the second level, then you don't want to lose a lot of money. So usually don't risk more than 0.5 or 1% of your account, and that applies to all the zones here and all the trades that you take. It's a rule that we use at Financial Flagship, so keep that in mind. And like I was saying, wait for a reaction on one of these three zones that I highlighted on the chart. Okay, for gold, the price is moving a bit messy at the moment. We are underneath the trend line. The bigger trend is towards the upside, so technically we are in an uptrend, but locally here we created a downtrend. As you can see, we have a low pullback, then a lower low was created, and now the price is consolidating, because as you can see, the price movement here is ranging, is not that strong. We don't have momentum on it compared to this previous impulse, so this means that this is a consolidation for this wave down that we had. And the way things are looking, I'm expecting this pattern here to consolidate, finish what it is doing, and then drop one more time towards this level, because we have a lot of liquidity sitting below. We can also see a drop below these levels here, but we have to be a bit patient. But regardless, wait for a drop, and then we'll update you later on. For oil, if you remember, we were saying that oil has a good chance to go up. This is a typical pattern that they do when they want to catch you in a bear trap in this case, because we have this strong wave down, and then everyone thinks that because of the price action here, the price will continue to go down, and this is only a correction. Many of the times that's right, but when you get at the bottom of the trend, this is a nice way to mix traders up, and that's why this pattern is usually created at the bottom or at the top of a trend. Okay, so we have here a good indication that the price is gaining bullish momentum. I'm not 100% convinced here that this is the move towards the upside, because this could be a bit bumpy. What I would want to see here from the price is a breakout from this yellow line, break it out, then pull back, and if that happens, I'm gonna be waiting for a bullish reaction, consolidation, and then this is the trade to go. And there's great potential here, because the price could hit $100 per barrel, or at least take out this top here that I highlighted right now. So keep in mind this level here, this yellow line. And if the price decides to go back down, don't freak out, because this could also be a pullback inside this trend. It could also do a sideways move, range, and then push back up. But we don't care what happens below this line. We only care what happens above. So if we get here a breakout followed by a pullback, consolidation, then we're going to be waiting for our reaction towards the upside, small pullback, and then go with the trade. Okay, for natural gas, price is still going down, and as things stand, I'm expecting here the price to continue to consolidate, move a bit towards the upside, and we'll see if we get a trade towards the downside or not. But for the coming week, there's this scenario that I just talked about. So consolidation, the price pushes back up, and then this is a good chance for it to drop, but we have to wait and see here because this is close to the bottom, so there was a lot of liquidity to collect. There's a high chance that this might drop from here, break the bottom, and that's it. But we'll also take a chance on this consolidation to see what happens. For the moment, no trade setups here. It's a bit messy. I'm not able to make a clear idea right now about the price where it will go because we have two sharp waves and a gap here. This is the gap, got filled. We had a sharp wave up, sharp wave down, and we're coming down from a pretty strong sharp wave. So I'm expecting here at least a consolidation before anything else. Okay, if the price goes down, so be it. We don't care. We're gonna wait for the next pattern to develop. For S&P, price is still strong. The momentum is strong towards the upside, and right now I'm expecting here a consolidation and one more push up. We have here this trend line. As you can see, the price could drop a bit deeper towards this level, and it could continue going up. I'm still expecting a deeper pullback at some point, but I don't think if that's the case right now, because the way things are looking and the way the indices move, this could continue to go and create higher highs with small consolidations until it will drop. So we don't have any signal yet that this deeper pullback would happen. We can expect here a flag or a small consolidation or even a deeper one towards this trend line before pushing back up. So keep an eye out on this possibility. If you take the trade, be careful when it breaks the top to take out profits or at least move your stops to break even, because this could drop anytime into this pullback that I was talking about. And to make a better understanding for you guys on what I'm talking about, this, as you can see, is a strong wave up. We also had the strong wave up here, and at some point you see after it makes these small pullbacks here and there and here again, another one here, it will drop and correct before pushing back up. So I'm expecting this scenario as well. I don't know if the pullback would be this deep, but still I think that there's a great chance that it could wipe out some buy orders when that happens. Okay, so be careful because the market has a fractal nature, so the patterns tend to repeat themselves. Okay, so keep an eye out on this possibility, and that's why I was saying that if you trade it towards the upside, to be careful and take profits every time it breaks the top, or at least move your stops to break even. For Nasdaq, nothing new. The bull market is continuing to develop, and if you remember last week we were expecting this consolidation to finish, push back up, and the way things are looking here, I'm expecting another pullback, maybe hit this trend line here. It coincides with this zone that has a lot of liquidity around that could be collected, so pay attention to this scenario, and then one more push towards the upside. So we'll keep an eye out on this possibility. For Bitcoin, if you remember last week we were expecting the market to drop again, hit this area, and right now the price is starting to move back up, but I'll be a bit patient. I would like to see the price breaking this level here, and if that happens, I'm gonna be expecting a pullback, and this is the trade towards the upside that we expect. For Ether, this here could be a nice bear trap. So instead of this dropping and taking out these lows here, I'm expecting it to make a messy structure and then slowly start to gain momentum towards the upside and eventually taking out the previous top here, creating a new higher high. So pay close attention to this move. Ether has a better risk to reward than Bitcoin as well. It has a lower market cap, and this could be a better one to choose if you like to invest or trade in it, and also it has a cheaper price. Okay, so with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to jump in the comment section below if you have any other instrument that you'd like us to cover in the future streams. So I wish all of you a happy trading week and see you guys on the next one.